First day of Matsuri. I'm currently here with Leroy. GHEEUP has gone 40. We could probably insert the clip here. You know where it is, Wayno doing Middy's SR20, got Willis, we got the boys, you know. The Mad Mike Widdett, right behind us. He's sponsored by Red Bull driver. He's currently, people are here to watch him. Don't know why, because we got GHEEUP. But he's currently fitted right there. Can we please have a status report?
Status report is I need more lock.
Oh. So I've got laptops out here now, we're just dialing in a bit more steering. We are, yeah.
But the car's running good.
This puppy here caught a bit of fire on the, I don't even know what corner it was. It's very warm, we're going to push it back into here. Support. Currently got a cinnamon donut in my hand, handed by Jess, George Barnum. Not bad. It's a good donut. It's got a lot of volume to it. Cinnamon is on point. SR20. There he is, here. Get in here, George, man, get a load in. So, we've got a status report, we've got you CHASIN currently on a tilt tray, went very deep in the gravel, George. SR20.
Hi George.
Hello.
Am I in the way again?
record, George. You want one?
Yeah.
So it's Sunday mile. No, it's Sunday brunch time. We're here at Queensland Raceway. We're currently walking around handing out merch.
Medium, we got large, we got XL, we got 2XL, we're ready to go.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
But by the time you say this, there's going to be no merch.
No merch, so you better get in quick if you want some merch.
Man, mister, are you good to go? You do the talking first, Emil.
So, everybody at home watching, and Blake is also watching from behind George. GHEEUP, it's back at the shop after a successful weekend down at Queensland Raceway. So, last weekend was Autumn Matsuri. So, we had GHEEUP, we had the 2JZ S15, and we had Damo's LS Supercharged S13. So, we had all three cars there. All three cars made it through the whole weekend without issue. Obviously they all have their little quirks, but they all drove onto the trailer and they all used up all their tyres except one pair, I think, between the three cars. So I don't know how many tyres that actually is, but GHEEUP did 12 sets of tyres.
Yeah.
Yeah. Special guest, Andrew, is here. Oh yeah.
Hey, how you going?
No real issues, so to speak. No real serious issues or condemning issues, I guess you'd say. So Saturday started off well with GHEEUP, no real issues, got in the car, went and did some skids, did a couple sets tyres, took the bonnet off, did a couple more sets tyres, and then the turbo drain oil line decided to come a little bit loose and spray some oil onto the dump pipe and create a fireball out of the engine bay. So I guess you could call that a problem if you wanted to, but
We didn't burn anything down though, which is a plus, so that's good.
well, not quick thinking. A lack of quick thinking from Jacob in the passenger seat. Apparently doesn't know how to use a fire extinguisher.
Just ask, what do I do?
Yeah, so Big Youngie got out there on the fire extinguisher and put her out real quick. Got it towed back in. No damage to anything. No wiring got torched or anything like that. It's pretty much just like a flash fire kind of thing, like the pressure being released vaporise the oil enough to create a flame. And oil's not very flammable. Like if you've ever tried to actually light oil on fire, it's quite difficult. So big flame ball, looked pretty serious, but wasn't actually that serious, I guess you'd say. So got it back, cleaned it all off, tightened the line up once we figured out where it was actually coming from, and then she went the rest of the weekend, no issues really. Hey?
No, it's good. Had a fun weekend. QR put on a great event again. Car was sick. First time we've had a good run in the last 12 months sort of thing with it, so it was fun to actually get a lot of laps in. Yeah, I can't really say much else about it. It was fun. I can't wait for the next one now.
Still good.
Unreal. Potato peels.
Unreal. Potato peels. Had no gearbox issues, so normally gearboxes with this thing's a bit of the Achilles heel. So last Matsuri we had a 225 shot of NOS in it. This one we took it out and went back to the 150, so we got a 150 shot coming off the floor just to sort of spool the turbo because it is so big. We took the 225 shot out to be a little bit kinder to the car. So 55 pound boost and a 225 shot last Matsuri, that's when it was at 1538. This time we took the nitrous down to 150 shot, which is it's still only a spool aid, but it's basically just a little bit kinder. You're not ingesting, or you're not force feeding it as much nitrous off the bottom when it doesn't have the RPM to take it. So it's not as much of a influx of torque on the gearbox. We were trying to get the Samsonas back in it for this event, but some last minute diagnostic work by Youngie, he sort of picked up a little bit of a rattle in the box when we'd sort of just first started the car. He picked it up, that sort of a noise he hadn't heard before, so decided to pull the box out, pull it out and have a look at it. And we did actually find, well, we found one damaged gear and since have found another two questionable looking gears. So we ended up putting the cell home back in it, and if you remember from last time, we weren't sure if it was actually going to last, but I wrote a special little note on the top of it and it held on. We turned the car down. It's still 44 pound of boost, made 1298 on the dyno at like 44 pound, and then once we got down, lost some elevation and into a bit denser air, it's still making 48 pound at the track. So it's still every bit of 1300, which is a bit ridiculous to say when we say we're turning the car down to keep the gearbox in it, and it's still a 1300 horsepower. But anyway, the cell home held up. It's still a bit of an unknown if it's going to keep holding up, but for now it seems sweet. It's still got all its gears and it's still shifting into every gear, so I guess we'll just run with it until...
Keep going.
I don't know.
It's a Gucci.
We don't know. Run with it until it's not good, or maybe it'll just keep being good. Who knows? You can talk about Mad Mike.
I don't talk about Mad Mike. I don't want to talk. I'm not talking. You talk about it.
Yeah, so on the weekend they had Mad Mike, was like the feature guy, I guess you'd say, like the celebrity interest. And so he was doing a little like demo thing where he sort of went around and picked, I think there was 15 or so cars got picked out of the event, so 15 out of 250 basically. Mad Mike approached sort of all of our cars to go in the, expression session with him. So he did approach Damo and he approached GHEEUP, and he did actually approach Jared with the S15 as well. But because it was he'd pretty much only been like 3 laps deep at that point, probably wasn't the greatest idea to go jump in a 15 car train. So he respectfully declined that offer, although I'm sure next time he'll probably be keen on it. So that was pretty cool to have sort of 3 from 3 noticed from an outsider perspective, I guess.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great weekend. All good, no complaints. It was hot, but other than it being hot, no real drawbacks. All the cars survived. All the cars are pretty much ready to go. A few little things, just service items, little touch-ups here and there. GHEEUP got absolutely demolished by the kitty litter, so it still looks really good, but she's definitely got some war crimes going on for some cones and kitty litter and all that sort of stuff. So they're pretty much, all 3 cars are ready to go for the next event, so you can't really ask any more than that for them to all hold on and drive onto the trailers. So next event's probably going to be a morning session or something like that, maybe 12th of April-ish, something like that. So we'll let you know if we're heading down to the morning session, but hopefully we're going to have the 3 cars together again at the next morning session. It'd kind of be the goal, I guess. But yeah, that's it. Big thanks to Queensland Raceway for putting on a good event, and Matsuri, whoever those people are, good on you. Let's do a winter event. Someone who's more motivated than I am, start a petition to do a winter Matsuri, because why the f are we still going out in summer? Even though it's autumn, it's the end of summer. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Make it make sense.
If anyone did see the QR post, there could be another Matsuri in April.
True.
Because Mad Mike was supposed to have his MX-5 thingy, right. MX-5 and yeah, that could be a thing.
So hopefully, there you go, that'll be an end of autumn Matsuri.
That'll be like an April. It'll be like a,
mid-autumn Matsuri.
Something like that.
That'll be the go. Anyway, that's all right. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you on the next one. And stay tuned for more videos of Blake. We can